I come to LA for, a couple times, I go with her to do her shows or whatever. We just hanging around each other, talking about ideas. Time in LA, I'm chilling. I'm minding my motherfucking business. She come in the room. I'm like, all right, I'm coming in the room. She gonna tell me, when we around each other, I want you to be my man. But when you go home, you can do what you want. And I was stunned. I didn't know what to fucking do. What the fuck do I say? I'm here for business. I don't even know shorty like that. I'm here for business. I don't even know shorty like that. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can. Because literally, I'm just here to work with you. Y'all think this shit really make me feel like a man? Like, I feel good about airing women's business out? Man, I feel like a clown. It's out of frustration. This is out of my back being pushed against the wall over when I've only done right.
Sometimes a little bit of a burr. Because for a woman known for her talent, beauty, and undeniable star power, she seems absolutely addicted to picking the wrong men. Now, reports claim that she went ahead and married her 25-year-old boyfriend, Tay Brown. And based on what's being exposed, it appears Kim intentionally chose to marry a much younger man this time around. And honestly, the reason behind it is sounding seriously sinister.
If
Once again,
you know Kim will hold a
nobody is
grudge. She take a
denying that
grudge.
Lil
what it is?
Kim left a
Yeah,
massive
she take it
footprint
to
on
the
hip-hop
grave.
and remains a living legend. But we can also agree that her love life has been incredibly messy. You could call her a hopeless romantic or simply a magnet for troubled men, because so many of her most public relationships seem to turn toxic. I mean, do y'all remember the whole situation with Biggie? Lil Kim was with him for 4 years, from the moment she entered the rap industry until his tragic death in 1997. While they made great music together, their relationship was extremely turbulent, and Biggie never publicly claimed her as his girlfriend. She was largely viewed as his side chick, with Kim later discussing how colorism played a role in that dynamic, especially since Biggie was often seen publicly with lighter-skinned women. Lil Kim has also spoken about her relationships with other men, including Damian Hardy, Sean Powell, Mr. Papers, and even Ray J, many of which were rocky and reportedly left her feeling unwanted. At different points, she struggled with the idea that she couldn't survive or build a successful career without the men in her life. Then there was her low self-esteem, which she has connected to her father constantly criticizing her appearance while she was growing up. Those experiences reportedly made her feel unattractive and convinced her that she would never be good enough. So, it's no secret that Lil Kim has been through hell and back when it comes to romance. But things really took another turn when she started dating significantly younger men. It first became noticeable with her baby daddy, Jeremy Neal, better known as Mr. Papers, who is reportedly 5 or 6 years younger than her and the father of her daughter, Royal Reign. However, age gap relationships are pretty common in Hollywood, and that particular difference seemed reasonable enough that most fans didn't pay much attention to it. Since then, though, Lil Kim has seemingly continued going younger and younger. She started getting involved with men who were more than 20 years younger than her and, in some cases, much closer in age to her own daughter. And let's be real, if a male celebrity artist were dating a woman that much younger and treating her the same way Kim has reportedly treated her current boyfriend-turned-husband, Tay Brown, women would absolutely be dragging him online. When Lil Kim first introduced Tay Brown to the public, however, she didn't present him as her boyfriend. During a 2022 Rhapsody segment, she introduced Tay as one of her new artists signed to Queen Bee Entertainment. At the time, the two were reportedly planning to work together professionally and release new music, making their relationship appear strictly business at first.
Man, I'm a student of the game for real, so Kim is a legend, automatically, so
And
I got
when they
that call, I
finally
was
dropped
like,
new music together
I'm
in
in.
2024, it wasn't
I feel like
exactly
I'm
difficult to
blessed.
notice that these two had something going on beyond a professional relationship. They looked completely loved up in the video for their song, Love For You, and even the song itself seemed to carry a romantic undertone. During the promotion for the track, Lil Kim also spoke highly of Tay's creativity and explained that, over the time she had known him, she had started seeing him almost like a big brother or even a father figure. She basically said, Obviously, I'm a little older than him, but he's like my big brother, my father. I really listen when he speaks because he's going to say something very important. Now, I don't know about y'all, but something about that dynamic was seriously strange. Because what do you mean a 52-year-old woman is sitting there describing a man in his 20s as her big brother or father? The whole reason someone like Tay would sign with an artist and industry veteran like Lil Kim would presumably be to gain guidance, mentorship, and career experience from her. So, if the roles were somehow reversed, you have to wonder whether Tay was actually in the right place or with the right person. But before Tay could even think about getting out, things had apparently gone much deeper between them. Kim eventually confirmed that the two were dating in a post where she described their connection as something that happened naturally and said she believed God had brought them together. She praised his role in her life and career, credited him with helping inspire new music, and talked about how closely they understood each other. She even claimed they could communicate just by looking at one another and always seemed to be on the same page. Girl, it was a lot. And she didn't stop there. Kim went on to describe their sudden closeness as strange because it happened completely out of nowhere, while also saying she was proud of everything they were building together and, most importantly, the unconditional love they shared. She even called him a sweet gangster and said she loved that about him. But this is where things started getting even more complicated. Tay was a young man in his 20s who was also signed to Kim's entertainment label, meaning she had significant influence over his professional future. That created a very complicated power dynamic, especially because their romantic relationship was happening alongside a business relationship. The situation began to look even messier when Tay reportedly had a child with another woman. Less than a year after Kim publicly expressed how deeply she loved him, Tay took to Instagram and aired out their relationship. According to his side of the story, he believed the romance was largely connected to publicity and promoting his music because he had always tried to remain professional and respectful toward Kim. He acknowledged that Kim had financially supported him, but claimed she also wanted control over his career and didn't want him pursuing music or other projects unless she was involved in making the decisions. Tay further alleged that even when Kim was disrespectful toward him or spoke to him harshly, he chose not to retaliate. Instead, he said he continued defending, supporting, and encouraging her despite everything that was happening behind the scenes.
Despicable reason why you mad at me, and I came out with a beautiful blessing baby boy. Mind you, this supposed to be about business. Everything's supposed to be about business. We're supposed to admire each other as artists, right? And this the reason why you mad at me, bro. And I came out with a beautiful blessing baby boy. Huh? Do all of that to me? Mind you, there's some shit I never say to Kim because there's a line I won't cross. I'll be honest, but I'll never cross that line. You known her for years. For years. Ain't never said shit.
But Lil
Y'all
Kim
despicable.
clearly
Don't
didn't
come
see
in
the
my
situation
DMs with
the
this
same
dumbass
way.
shit.
And
Y'all
if Tay knew
despicable.
anything about Kim's relationship history, he probably should have realized that she wasn't going to take the situation quietly. After all, she had previously been involved with a man who reportedly got married while they were together, later divorced, and even had another girlfriend. So, according to the claims being made, Kim wasn't about to let another man have a baby with someone else and simply walk away without consequences. Instead, she allegedly pulled a familiar power move and began blocking Tay from releasing new music. He was reportedly shut out of important conversations involving his own career, leaving him with little say over what happened next. And because he was still under contract with Kim, she also allegedly had his recent music removed from streaming platforms. Whenever Tay reportedly tried to speak with Kim about what was happening, he was allegedly told by her team that this was the consequence of thinking he was bigger than the program and going against the agreement they had made. In other words, according to Tay's account, his career was suddenly caught in the middle of their personal drama, leaving him with very little control over what happened next.
I'm not saying I was afraid to say no to the dating shit. I'm saying I was afraid to say no to the extra fun shit you want to be talking about. Like we just had fun. I was afraid to say no to that. Because I know how women are to rejection. And I just didn't see a harm in it. I didn't see a harm if we just having fun. You know, I'll take this on the chin like If we just having fun, then, you know, I didn't see the harm in it. Now, if I would have said yes to the dating and then just turned around and switched, then yeah, that's me. That's me fucking up. That's me using somebody. Absolutely. But I figured the fun shit was just like, okay, you know, ain't no feeling. You know, I should have known. Still took this long for me to motherfucking understand the manipulation. Let me break it down. I'm the one manipulating when you gonna call me to work, knowing I was down on my dick, lost my mother, was trying to figure out my way of life, and you gonna try to make a move on me the first weekend we met. I'm the one that's manipulative. Yeah, I lost some confidence. So yeah, I didn't know how to just say no. So maybe I did in a way lead her on in that way. But she knows what I said. She knows what I said. First night in LA, what I say? I said, I can't, this can't go much farther than this. She's like, all right, okay. We'll just have fun.
Mind
reality,
you,
I didn't even want
Kim
to
reportedly
take it
still
there
owned
anyway.
65%
But I
of the
didn't know what else to
royalties he was
fucking do. I'll
earning
be
from his
honest.
music. So, in reality, she stood to benefit the most if Tae's music was released, performed well, and brought in money. But girl, Kim didn't become a master of industry politics for nothing. According to the allegations, she would rather back Tae into a corner and watch his career fall apart than simply make money alongside him. And the problem for Tae was that he seemingly had very few options. Eventually, he gave in. He didn't just return to being Kim's boyfriend. He made a very public apology, admitted that he had overreacted, and said he wanted her back. But he apparently wanted to prove that he was serious this time. So, to show just how committed he was, Tae reportedly got a massive tattoo of Lil Kim's name. And not long after that, Kim began posting clips of the two of them together, looking completely loved up and seemingly putting all the previous drama behind them. Whatever had happened between them, they were suddenly presenting a very different picture to the public.
I fucked up. Terrible. You know, I want my baby back, man. I want my girl back.
It's giving
And it's gonna
hostage
take some
situation.
effort, but,
Until
know,
Tae's contract comes up
that's
for
what I have to
renewal,
do. That's
he
what I have
seemingly
to
has
do.
to play ball or risk losing control of his career all over again. And according to the reports surrounding their relationship, things may be even more complicated now because Lil Kim is allegedly doing everything she can to make sure Tae can't simply walk away whenever he wants. We already know Kim has spoken publicly about struggling with her self-esteem over the years, and having a young 25-year-old man seemingly reject the idea of being romantically involved with her while she was publicly expressing love for him couldn't have been easy on her ego. Now, there are reports that the two have officially tied the knot, which raises even more questions about the situation. If those reports are accurate, fans are left wondering what their marriage means for Tae's freedom and independence. Is he really able to make his own choices, or has their personal relationship become too intertwined with his career? And as much as some fans still want to defend Kim, even the diehard supporters have to admit that the allegations surrounding this relationship are raising some serious red flags. Critics have even compared the alleged dynamic to the kind of power imbalance seen in other high-profile celebrity relationships, including Diddy and Cassie. The concern is that, for the sake of maintaining the relationship and protecting her ego, Kim could allegedly have too much influence over Tae's career, finances, and personal life. If that's actually happening, then she would be repeating the same kind of damaging power dynamic that she herself experienced as a young woman trying to navigate the music industry. And if Tae eventually finds the confidence to speak openly about everything that allegedly happened behind the scenes, hopefully people will judge the situation based on the facts and hold whoever is responsible accountable, regardless of gender or celebrity status. But what do you guys think? Are Lil Kim and Tae simply two people who fell in love and decided to get married? Or has Kim taken things way too far this time? Sound off in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications. See you later, baddies.